Hello and welcome into a frozen Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Patches of ice scattered throughout the city. We're expecting more snow once this matchup gets rolling at Acrisure Stadium. Coming up, one game to decide who represents the AFC in the Super Bowl. It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Pittsburgh Steelers. On the visitors' sideline, you see their quarterback, Patrick Mahomes. His guys definitely in survive and advance mode now, though that won't be easy on the road in the postseason.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
For the right to represent the AFC in this year's Super Bowl. Off we go on EA Sports. And he will be stopped at the 25-yard line, so that's where this opening drive of the game will begin. 10th season now for the two-time MVP of the league, three-time Super Bowl MVP, Patrick Mahomes. Greg, back after suffering the knee injury in Week 15 of the 2025 season.
We had a chance to sit down with him earlier in the week, Mike, and he just stressed this is just another game. We have to approach it no differently than we have the entire season, and obviously it suited them very well. They've played very good ball here come playoff time, but these are the moments that legacies are built upon, and they're one game away from the Super Bowl.
And tough for the defenders as well to get leverage and get their hands on it. Taken down after a gain of 4.
2nd and 6.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Walker. And he'll pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
And he's going to be brought down behind the line. This defense fired up to start the game. It's 4th down.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
On 4th down, it's Matt Ariza to punt for KC. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. He keeps rolling. Aaron Rodgers leading the Steelers out. Hard to believe, Greg, it's year 22, his 2nd in Pittsburgh, and teaming up again with his former head coach, Mike McCarthy.
Mike, when you're grinding away in the midst of training camp, these are the moments that you fantasize about. However, it's no longer a fantasy for either of these two teams. It's their reality, and it's up to them to seize the opportunity in front of them. But for that to happen, they're going to need a big game out of their quarterback. And if he plays the way he's capable of, they could be just a few hours away from heading to the Super Bowl.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Warren. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Nick Bolton, the linebacker, there for the stop. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Once again, it's Warren. Once again, no opening developing. He's going to lose a couple of yards, and that sets up 3rd and long.
I'm not sure if there's anything more enjoyable for a football player than playing a game in the snow. And something for us to keep in mind throughout the rest of the day is typically the advantage is in the favor of the offense. You know where you're going. You know where the cuts are going to come. The defense has to react to you. Can they find a way to take advantage?
His first catch here in this AFC title game, and it's a first down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And that's going to wind up incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or
he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
3rd and long for Rodgers. Working across the field, it's complete to Pittman.
That's what they call a big dagger route. It's about 10, 15 yards where you just round off your outside foot and rip into the middle of the field, and they executed it to perfection, and they're able to move the chains.
Boswell's kick is good, and the Steelers are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were and take a lead on that field goal.
The Chiefs offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A gain of 5 brings
From
up
the
2nd
32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 5. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Left side in the hands of Bryce. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
A gain of 14.
His first catch here in this AFC title game, and it's a first down.
And it's his first catch of the game, and it ends up being a good one. All week long, we talked about how this dominant secondary wanted to take away their best targets. And if he continues to make plays like that, their top 10 ranking could take a hit by the end of this one.
QB will survey the defense on 1st and 10. The run up the middle, it's Walker. And he is tough to bring down. Finally, the defense gets him on the ground. It'll be no gain on that one.
This play right here is just a clear example of just how hard it is to bring this back down. Like, I mean, he had to break multiple tackles just to get back to the original line of scrimmage. But give credit to the defense. They kept bringing bodies at him, and they're eventually able to get him down for no gain.
To the right side, hauled in by Kelsey. His first catch here in this AFC title game, and it's a first down.
First down, Chiefs.
So a quarter in the books in the AFC Championship. It's the Steelers with the early lead. And we're back to the Steel City after this. The Chiefs have it here to start quarter number 2. The snow has stopped falling. A handoff, running left, it is Walker. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good second down situation. But now they find themselves in 2nd and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
His first catch here in this AFC title game, and it's a first down.
And a first down, Chiefs.
They'll run the draw with Walker. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. It's a gain of
Early
5.
indications the snow may be starting to make its way out of the area. That'll be welcome news as they get set for second down. They'll keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And it's going to be first and goal coming up. Tackle made at the 5-yard line.
Kansas City.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves first and goal.
Here's Walker. And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss. And it's second down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal at the Steelers' 7-yard line.
A fake to Walker, and now Mahomes. And he's in. Noah Gray. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Touchdown, Kansas City.
Well, the play fake gets its job done, and so too does the tight end. Always a great target down there, as you know, Greg. Near the end zone.
And this is where, Mike, so many tight ends do their damage. Down here in the goal line where the threat of run gets so much attention. And oftentimes it just takes the slightest hesitation by a defender. You see a tight end pop wide open, and in this case, results in the touchdown.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They'll start out first down and 10. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. Going over the middle and taken in by Pittman. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Gain of 15 yards.
Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
A-Rod now to throw on first down. That is George Karlaftis in there for the sack. Worked his way through. It's a loss of 5. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. They convert downfield, but it is caught. 17 yards, the gain there. That's a Steeler first down.
For a Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They run out of the gun with Warren. He's ripped down at the end. Looked like a face mask indeed. The flags are thrown.
Defense. Automatic first down.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Clock ticking down, and we will hit the 2-minute warning. Back with more of the AFC Championship game after this. Momentum building here. On this drive, they go again, 1st and 10. From the gun, Rodgers. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Steelers.
Now another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
They'll throw again. Here's Rodgers. Again, they target Pittman. He's got another catch. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the 13-yard
The drag
line.
route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
That one knocked away in the end zone, incomplete. What a good job locating the football by the defense where it matters most. And it'll bring up 3rd down now.
A bit of a risky throw here in the end zone, Mike, and those windows down here tight, they close so much faster in this part of the field. By the time he let it go, the defender was already in position and was able to make a play on the ball.
This is caught at the 2. And he'll get this down to the 2-yard line. 1st and goal as they convert on 3rd down.
Steelers first down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Warren, and this one ruined quickly. Take him back to the 5-yard line.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts as it comes to 22 seconds remaining till halftime.
And now with that stop on 2nd and goal, the defense really flips the advantage to their own favor. 3rd and goal from this length, I think now they can play a lot more pass-heavy defense and not be so concerned with the run game.
Third and goal for Aaron Rodgers. And he'll take it on in. DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Steelers.
Touchdown, Steelers.
Chris Boswell on for the point after. And he missed it. No good, and this remains a 2-point game.
Chris Boswell.
Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. Nico Remigio to bring it back. And a decent... Get this up just shy of the 30.
At their own 29-yard line.
On first down, it's Mahomes. That is taken in by Cyrus Allen. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
A gain of 11 on the
Now a
play.
timeout signal for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds until the break. Play fake. Now it's Mahomes. They go right back to Allen. He's got it again. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
It's a gain of 10.
The Chiefs will use their third and final timeout here. First down throw. Mahomes. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That's to the end zone. Intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. So the two teams head for their respective locker rooms, and we head to Orlando. Scott Hansen has our halftime report. Scott.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
The Lamar Hunt Trophy waiting to be claimed. 30 minutes away, unless, of course, we have overtime. We're back underway in the AFC title game. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Steelers' offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. The lead is 2, and they're going to try to make something happen here, starting with a 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Warren. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. 12 yards to start the half. And a good start at that. It is a first down.
That's good for a Steelers.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down.
Gain of 9.
Now it's 2nd and 1. On the ground, this is Warren. And he'll get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the first down.
It's a gain of 2.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Rodgers now. Metcalf left side. He's got it. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
A first carry now for Rico Dowdle. And the strength on display, rambling through tacklers for a gain of 8 yards.
8 yards on the
second down, they need 2 yards.
Second and 2.
On the handoff, this is Warren. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's first and goal coming up. Now it appears we've got a Steeler injured on that play. From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. First down and goal. Rodgers. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. Here's Rodgers. Here's a screen coming for Dowdle. A dive, and he's in. Rico Dowdle. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. On for the extra point is Boswell. He's got it. And the Steelers will make it a 2-score game as they are now up 9.
16, Chiefs 7. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Remigio now on the return. Now a hit, and he lost the football. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. Kenneth Walker, that Super Bowl 60 MVP from his time in Seattle, coming out for the Chiefs' next possession. And he's had trouble getting on track in this one. Really limited space to find an opening. The defensive front stopping him multiple times. Generally, he has not been a big factor in this game to this point. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
It was actually a really nice play design. I just don't love the execution. So with this RPO, what you're hoping is you can hold that extra defender near the line of scrimmage, and it allows your guy to kind of leak out behind them, but just didn't look like the timing and that everyone was on the same page, and ends up kind of being wasted down.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Trying to claw their way back into this one, and that'll help. It's a first down.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
They put Kelsey in motion. On first and 10, here comes Walker. He is belted in the backfield. What a shot he took. It's going to be a loss of yardage. What a play.
Second and 12 at the 45-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Walker. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's third down. Motion man is Rice. On third down, Mahomes. He manages to get the throw away and completes it.
Complete to
Second time they've connected on this drive. 19 yards out of this one.
Kansas City.
Here's a handoff to Walker. Trying to claw their way back into this one, and that'll help. It's a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Chiefs.
Motion man is Rice. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
No gain on the play.
One quarter remains here in the AFC Championship game. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Mahomes going to throw here on third down. Looking middle and complete with Allen. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's going to wind up a yard or two short.
But it brings up
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the first down. Well, they know they needed at least a field goal to try to cut this to a one-possession game, so they got it. But now, can the defense, can they tighten up here and get a quick stop? Because not only do they need the ball back, they need to make sure they leave enough time for what would be a game-winning drive.
Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. They'll run with Dowdle. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
Flurries have returned here as they step to the line for this 2nd down. On the ground, it's Dowdle.
It's a gain of 2. That's good for a Steelers first down.
Come to the line now for first down and 10.
Line.
Now Dowdle. And all it takes a little bit of snow to make things slippery out here. He'll get forward for only a yard.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 47-yard line.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's a carry for Dowdle. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down.
Brought down by Drew Tranquill. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Throwing, Rodgers. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
For the Steelers.
Footing treacherous here, but this kicks away. And we won't see a return here. This is going to be marked down inside the 15. The Chiefs offense ready to get back to work. This will begin at their own 13-yard line. So work to do starting with this 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. Now, a whistle. Looks like there was movement on the left side of that offensive line. They put Kelsey in motion. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Time now becoming a factor as we get to 3rd down. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the 4th. But they will turn it over on down.
So I'm not sure if this is miscommunication or just bad execution, but either way, this is a ball that just needs to be completed. I mean, it's 4th down, money moment. You've got to be good in these critical situations, and when there's opportunities for plays to be made, you got to make them.
And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with the 2-minute warning coming up momentarily.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They need 6 for the touchdown. 2nd and goal. They'll go with him again. Hard running, close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him just short. The defense uses its 2nd timeout here, and don't forget, clock going to stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well. Looking for that final yard. It's 3rd and goal. Dowdle, and he will not get in. The defense stands their ground, pushes him back, and they force 4th down.
Brings up 4th and goal.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. We're back to crown an AFC champion after this. So out comes the veteran, Chris Boswell, in a big spot. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage.
That's just crushing. I mean, in a close game late, now you just give this offense a chance to stay out there and just burn more clock.
Now it is 1st and goal. Now Rodgers will sneak it, and he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Aaron Rodgers. Touchdown, Steelers.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
Two-point try coming up. Rodgers and the offense all set.
The Steelers will line up for the two-point conversion.
They'll drop to throw. That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision jarred it loose. The try for two is unsuccessful. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Remigio now on the return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. So here he comes, one of the best ever in these spots. Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs down on the scoreboard. 1:52 to play. Their Super Bowl hopes hanging by a thread as they come up on first down. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. One timeout at their disposal, but the more pressing need, they have to score twice. It's 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes. To the left side in the hands of Rice. 2nd and 6 coming up.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 46-yard line.
Patrick to throw. He'll take a shot down the field. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down.
Really nice job there of not only tracking the ball, but then putting yourself in position to make the play. And that's step 1. I promise you step 2 on that sideline. His secondary coach is saying, hey, next time you can get your hand on the ball, let's try to come away with that takeaway.
They put Kelsey in motion. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. That's complete left side to Worthy. And he puts his head down and he picks up the 1st down.
An 8-yard pickup and a 1st down.
To the air once more, it's Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy once again. And he's going to be yanked down awkwardly there. Here comes the flag, almost certain to be a face mask. They'll need to score and do it quickly. Still one timeout left. The final minute, 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw again. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. Here comes 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Right back to the air for Mahomes. He takes off. And he's going to slide down with the 1st down inside the 5.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Here's Mahomes. And this time the rush gets home. And down he goes.
Patrick Mahomes sacked.
2nd and goal.
9 yards. It's 2nd down and goal.
Now Mahomes. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within one possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back. And it's not going to be easy.
Makes the score Steelers 22, Chiefs 17.
They need a late recovery to have any chance. Here comes the onside kick. And the hands team for the Steelers able to secure it. That should just about seal a Pittsburgh win. Down to a knee here. And cue the celebrations. They are on their way to the Super Bowl. So this one in the win column for the Steelers. As they will lift the Lamar Hunt Trophy, they are off to the Super Bowl in 2 weeks as champions of the AFC. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Steelers, winners, as we say so long from the confluence of the Three Rivers in Pittsburgh.